In the vast emptiness of the desert, where silence stretches like eternity, three faiths took root: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, often called the religions of the book. Born in different centuries, yet all emerging from the same sacred soil of the Middle East, in these lands of dust and stars, prophets heard voices that shaped civilizations. What mystery ties them together, and what secrets keep them apart? At the heart of all three traditions stands one man, Abraham. In Judaism, he is the father of Israel. In Christianity, the model of faith. In Islam, the friend of God and the builder of the Kaaba. His story bridges cultures, suggesting that all three faiths spring from the same spiritual seed. Yet each religion tells Abraham's tale differently, weaving its own destiny from his covenant with the divine. The religions of the book are defined by a book: the Torah, the law and teachings given to Moses; the Bible, a library of histories, psalms, and gospels revealing Christ; the Qur'an, a recitation believed to be the very speech of God. Each text is not merely literature, but a living vessel of holiness. To touch these pages is to touch eternity itself. In Judaism, God's name is so sacred it cannot be spoken aloud. Instead, Jews say Adonai, the Lord. In Christianity, the Word becomes flesh, God revealing himself through Jesus, a mystery of incarnation. In Islam, the 99 names of Allah express divine qualities, repeated in prayer beads and whispered as rhythm of the heart. The divine name is never just a sound. It is power, presence, and mystery. Across these faiths walk the prophets, messengers bridging heaven and earth. Moses, the liberator and lawgiver. Jesus, teacher and healer, seen as Messiah by Christians and prophet in Islam. Muhammad, seal of the prophets, transmitting the Qur'an to the world. Each figure is honored, yet their roles diverge, shaping the unique paths of each religion. Judaism treasures the Torah's commandments, ritual, ethical, and civil laws guiding every aspect of life. Christianity emphasizes a law of love, distilled in Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. Islam presents Sharia, a comprehensive way of living in harmony with God's will. Though different in detail, all three traditions teach that human life must align with divine order. Faith is woven into time itself. In Judaism, the Sabbath halts labor each week, reminding humanity of creation and freedom. In Christianity, Sunday celebrates resurrection, and sacraments punctuate the year with grace. In Islam, the call to prayer marks the hours, Ramadan sanctifies a month of fasting, and Friday unites the faithful in worship. Faith crystallizes in stone. Jews gather at the Western Wall, last remnant of the ancient temple. Christians venerate the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, believed to house both crucifixion and resurrection. Muslims circle the Kaaba in Mecca, the spiritual axis of the world. These places are more than geography. They are magnetic points where heaven and earth are believed to touch. In each faith, the unseen realm teems with angels. In Judaism, Michael and Gabriel stand as guardians. In Christianity, choirs of angels sing glory in heaven. In Islam, angels record deeds and deliver revelations. These radiant beings remind us that human history unfolds not alone, but under the watchful eyes of messengers of light. What awaits beyond death? Judaism envisions resurrection and a messianic age. Christianity proclaims heaven, hell, and eternal life through Christ. Islam describes paradise, judgment, and accountability for every soul. Though details differ, each tradition insists, this world is not the end, but only the beginning of eternity. Beneath the surface of law and ritual, mystics have sought direct union with the divine. Jewish Kabbalists explore hidden meanings in letters and numbers. Christian mystics speak of visions, silence, and divine union, Sufi masters whirl, chant, and dissolve in ecstatic love. Different paths, yet all searching for the hidden light beyond doctrine. Each faith crystallized its essence into symbols. The Star of David, 6 points reflecting the union of heaven and earth. The cross, an instrument of death, transformed into a sign of life. The crescent, symbol of guidance and light in the night sky. Simple forms, yet bearing the weight of centuries of faith and struggle. History has not been peaceful. Crusades, inquisitions, and wars scar the memory of these religions. Yet, through conflict, dialogue also emerged, philosophers debating, scholars translating, mystics exchanging wisdom. Beneath the blood and fire runs a quieter current, a shared thirst for truth. Each revelation spoke in a sacred tongue, Hebrew, the language of prophets and psalms, Greek and Latin, carrying the gospel across empires, Arabic, flowing with the rhythms of the Qur'an. Believers hold these tongues as more than words. They are vibrations of eternity, echoes of the divine breath. Every faith calls its followers to walk, to journey. Jews ascend to Jerusalem, remembering ancient feasts. Christians trek to Santiago, Rome, or the Holy Land. Muslims cross deserts to Mecca, circling the Kaaba in unity. Pilgrimage is more than travel. It is movement of the soul toward the center of mystery. Oh, their rituals differ. All 3 faiths proclaim the oneness of God, the call to justice, the demand for mercy. These shared values form an invisible thread, binding Abraham's children across centuries of separation. Beyond Scripture's surface, hidden patterns emerge. Jewish mystics find divine meaning in numbers through gematria. Christian visionaries read symbols in stained glass and apocalyptic prophecies. Islamic scholars trace God's perfection in intricate geometry. For seekers, these codes unlock deeper dimensions, where faith becomes mystery. Despite divisions, a vision remains, a future where swords are beaten into plowshares and the children of Abraham walk side by side. Interfaith dialogue, peace initiatives, and simple acts of kindness show that this dream is not impossible. The question is whether humanity will choose to fulfill it. And so, the story continues. One God, 3 revelations, countless interpretations. For thousands of years, these faiths have inspired devotion, conflict, and hope. The mystery endures, waiting for each soul to seek, to question, and to find its own reflection of the eternal.